It's the Dubplate Special Master.
Live and direct.
Breakfast with CubCamTV.
Trickstar Radio.
What's happening, people? We're back inside the building. Welcome back to Breakfast with Kovu for another edition of the interview hour this morning. I'm very excited for this one. It's one we've had kind of locked in for a little while now. One of the names that I immediately needed to get involved the second we launched our new studio space. Man like Trick is in the building. How you doing, sir?
Poppin', man. I'm here. I'm in the building. We are ready. Chill, Tricky in the building.
Let's go, sir. How you doing, sir? It's been a while since you've been on the show. How's Trick's been?
Bro, I've been so busy. It's been crazy. So since the last time I was in here, I think
we've moved buildings three times.
Yeah, bro. Like you've moved so much. like I was like, "Where's your location?" He's like, "Bro, it's moved again." Like, so it's been exciting. Even for you, I can see you doing a lot, man. We're
working, man. We're working.
Yeah.
It's it's always exciting to kind of get the sort of, I suppose, Brightonian aspect on what's going on. Obviously, we've got Nelson in the building as well. He's sat opposite.
Yeah.
And I'm ripping the merch.
I would cuss him, but I can't swear right now. You know. Don't really rate him, but you know.
But I mean, from like an outside perspective, looking at what you've been doing, kind of music-wise, especially, I feel over the last year or so, it feels like you have been putting out so much content, whether it be videos, whether it be freestyles, whether it be singles, or whether it even be like live shows. Like, how has the last kind of year or so been for you? Obviously, following on from everything being locked away, like how have you kind of gained this extra set of momentum?
Do you know, it was weird because like through lockdown, like I didn't do nothing music related. Like, I had my afro out. I was on Xbox every day. Every single day I was waking up, it was just 50 friends on Xbox. Like it was just that. There was no attitude to it. I didn't even make a song. Like, I don't remember making a song. As soon as we come out, still didn't make music. I don't know. I was just going through real life, like jobs and doing whatever I'm doing, and you know. And then I don't know when it really. I think I must have started dropping some. I think I dropped intro and wait. And then from there, I just started like being like, mate, I know who I am, innit? Like, I'm cold. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm just sitting around doing nothing. Then as soon as I dropped weight, when people started being like, bro, this track's so cold. Like, I was like, all right, cool, I know what to do, innit? And I changed my sound because by the last time I come on the radio show, my sound was a bit different.
Yeah, it was.
It was a bit different. Now it's just I got a different approach, and I don't know, man. I'm just.
Would you describe yourself as a bit of a studio bug? Like just constantly in the studio?
I mean, look, Nelson's here and he could tell you, like, when I'm in the studio, I work and I leave most of the time making 2 to 3 songs, right? And I don't, like, I make my songs at home before I go to the studio because I've always been conscious about time and money. So I was always like, okay, if I can nail it the first time, second time.
There's a Little D lyric from back in the day, and it's if I memorise all my bars, I can go to the studio, bang them out one time. There's Little D bar from back in the day. That's always stuck with me.
And that's a legendary bar. Even though I didn't know, that's a legendary bar, and I live by that because it's always been the thing growing up. I didn't have the most money, so it's like, you know, if I can go to the studio, let me record it at home, let me memorize it, so when I go to the studio I don't have to be spending £60 sitting in the studio. Or I don't like making songs in the studio sometimes because I was like, and I can't get writer's block in the studio. So
I've always found this about studio. There's kind of 2 ways you can go. You can either be surrounded by that environment and then kind of go, I'm super inspired, I'm here.
I get, do you know what, since I've started PCM, right, and then I've linked up with these guys, and we actually get, it's a different energy with us, right? But with me, with a trick session, Nelson will tell you, I don't like to make music in the studio. Or if it's a PCM session, all the songs are done in the studio. Every single song, which is weird. Like, it's just a different energy. I feel like I put Trick and PCM in 2 different boxes. Like, Trick is just like, you know, because I know what I want for my sound. But with the PCM thing, it's just the energy. It's the energy like we need. So, you know, making it in the studio, that is us.
Okay. Talk to me about PCM then. Talk to me about how it came together as a project, because obviously I see you kind of rolling both as Trick and as part of PCM, as a collective, and the amount of live shows I'm seeing, the amount of kind of content I'm seeing from you guys, it is crazy. Like, talk to me about how this whole project came together.
So to correct you, it's a group, all right?
Okay.
It's members only club, all right? Right, nah, so basically, obviously, let's go to the last interview. I told you my favourite colour was purple, right? And I've always run with purple. It was that simple. I sat at home, I thought, I really want a group. I've always been inspired by A$AP Mob and how they run their group and stuff like that and how it came about. But that wasn't initially how I thought. I just sat in my bedroom, I was literally playing FIFA. I thought, oh, Pepper City Mob. Like, I was thinking about names for so long, it didn't come to me. Playing FIFA one time, and then it came to me. And then naturally, Nelson was the first person I thought of because I'm in the studio with him. I didn't know where his head was at with music. I think we were both in the type of same space. So I thought, let me shout him. And then he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I thought, but we can't have two because it's like a bit of a, I don't know, like a
I feel if you've got Mob in the name, you need more
than
two
people. Yeah, so I was like, who else? And at the time, I started linking up with Draco. And he just he's a Leicester boy, so he's come down to Brighton, and then I linked up with him because I'm that network guy. And I just thought, let me ask him, see what he's saying. And straight away he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then it was so natural. And like how it's gone from 0 to 100, like we got like real like cult fan type situations.
It definitely seems that way because whenever I see footage from live shows, I see people going off. I see the room going crazy, and I know from what I've seen, at least of you two. I haven't seen Draco perform live, but I've seen both of you two perform live before, and you both have a very kind of good stage presence. You have a good energy. You're naturally gonna incite that out of people. But I see people losing it. I see people going wild.
Yeah, do you know what? I nearly accidentally I felt like I was about to take someone's head off, like because I've gone into the crowd, yeah, and I'm like leaning over, and then this guy has just put his head into my chest, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go, but he wouldn't let me go. I was like, mate, well, you're gonna have to come with me then. So I was like, I gotta go, bro. Like, and that was it. I just leant back and like nearly took his head off.
Nearly did the action man, like,
bro. Like, I swear to God, like, I felt like I lifted his feet off the floor. I was like, bro, like, I'm sorry, but you didn't let go. Like, the hell am I meant to do? But like, stuff like that. Like, it's crazy because sometimes I get jealous. I think. I started this group, right, and people, and all I've wanted is a cult fan base, right?
Yeah.
For Trick. And then I see it with PCM, like, well, why didn't you do that for me? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, I get it, right? It's pretty cool. PCM, like, Pepper City Mob, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, cool. But I was like, why, where's the cult, the trickheads? You know what I mean? Where's the trickettes or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what's going, do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with that, man? I mean, you know, it's a great thing. It's a great feeling. No lie, like it's so cool. Like especially to share it with other musicians that I really respect and rate in the city, man. Like there's a lot of talent in the city, but I've found two of them, and then we put it together, man.
Amazing, man. I mean, this is the thing. Watching it from the outside, it looks like everything's on the up. It looks like things are definitely on the kind of growing. It seems like things are definitely growing. It seems like things are definitely moving towards, as you said, that kind of cult following.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? We know what we want, bro.
Yeah.
Like we know what we want. We're all different creative minds, and we all do different things, right? Draco, he's all over the place. And it sounds crazy, and it's something that I wouldn't initially do. But when he does do it, he excels in it, and he does his thing. Nelson Navarro is the maestro. He's always been that guy. He loves his craft and he loves what he does, and he has fun with it. And that's the main thing. A lot of people don't like having fun with it. Nelson's not always Nelson Navarro. Obviously, Nelson sits, does the DJ stuff as well, and he that as much as him rapping, that's also a big. It's one package. It's not just separate for him. That's what I think anyway. And for me, I'm just cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple.
If you were doing like CVs and I'm just cold as the line, personal statement, I'm just cold.
I just, do you know why? Because my girlfriend got onto me, yeah, and was like, oh, what are you gonna say in this interview? Oh, like it's lit. Because in the last interview, I was saying, yeah, it's lit. So in those 3 years, I've literally grown up, and I've been like, I need more vocab in my life.
Yeah, so we've gone from it's lit to I'm cold.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, for real.
Right, let's get into some music then. We're going to get into this one. It goes by the name Arting. Very quickly describe this one to me.
It's a PCM original tune. It's fresh out Nelson Navarro studio, of course. Look out for this one. This one's going to go off. It's going to be, I think it might be the intro to our new tape or not. We might be to drop it as a single because it's that crazy, but it is what it is.
There we go, man. I'm looking forward to getting into it. We're live in the building with Trick this morning. Just coming up to around 12 minutes past 9 here. It's Breakfast with Kovu. Let's go.
This one's fresh out the oven.
Yo. And the coffer. We're back again.
This one's fresh out the oven.
It is indeed fresh out the oven. 9:15 here. That one fresh from Nelson Navarro studio. He is in the building as well. Drinking some format coffee, which is going down like a treat by the looks of things. Do make sure you pass through the
Nah,
store.
Man, no free promo. What the hell are you doing, bro?
It's on the Trickstar page. What do you mean? No free promo for the Trickstar face.
Nah, bro. It's a brand. The band's PCM on the back, man. No free promo over here, baby.
But there we go. Do make sure you are keeping up. We've got loads more to talk about. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about live shows, a little bit about the kind of development of your sound and where you're kind of going with it.
Yeah.
The sort of tagline for the interview hour on this show is the sounds they're making, where they come from, and what's on the way. So we're going to move into that final section next. I want to talk a bit about the future. Obviously, you were very busy with the kind of Great Escape stuff, and it was great to see how kind of involved I feel you've become with Brighton's sort of live scene more than anything else. Like, is that something you want to carry on?
Do you know what? Yeah, like, look, yes, I do. I'm not too bothered about it.
Okay.
Like, it's a bit of a weird one because it's like, I never. Do you know what it is? I've been rapping for so long, bro. Like, it's like, I did at one point I was like, oh, I feel underappreciated a little bit. I feel like no one's really like tapping into me, or because I was always a thing. It was always a thing for me. Was let me just go get a feature from someone. Let me see. And certain people didn't get back to me in it. And and when I was a bit younger, I felt a type of way. Now I'm here, it's like I don't need you, bro. Like, it's not even coming off in a really like what do you call that?
It's not an arrogant.
It's not arrogant, bro. It's like it's just like because where I've had to do so many songs by myself, I perfected my own sound now
entirely,
and I know what I need to do. So in terms of like features, there's not really many people I can hear on my stuff. If I'm gonna be honest.
No, it makes sense. If you put it like this: if you build like a product and you're kind of waiting on apart from someone else, like say you're building a car, and you're waiting on say an engine from someone else, or like something to do with that, and then you end up not getting the engine. You have to find a way of making it work without that other engine.
Well, look, I'll give you a good example, right? So all my beats clearly not English like that, right? And I struggled for so long to find an English producer or someone who can make me beats that can fit in. And even Ask Nelson, it's only been in the last, since The Great Escape, that I found that guy.
The guy that does the exact sound you're looking for.
So shout DXVL, because now he's my bro, innit? We linked up first off of just love. Like, we didn't even talk about music. It was just genuinely that. Colt Deep, obviously, that's the birthplace of how me and DX actually met, because he had his headline show, and Colt Deep, my brothers. Shout out to Colt Deep as well.
Shout out Colt Deep.
They put me onto the show.
Right, family.
And and then me and DX, it wasn't even from the show necessarily. I think D must have been, he must have just, and I just shouted him, I was like, yo, like, did a chat to me, whatever. Then he comes down to Brighton, and we just linked up, man. And then we was just like, we've been locked in ever since, and it's only been a couple of weeks, but, in terms of like friendship, like, I see him better than a lot of people, bro, just because the way we've had these conversations and these chats, and obviously the beats definitely an extra because they're my type of thing, and I can finally do that. I can sit down with someone in the studio. We can all link up now, and we can do this in the studio. I don't have to like be like, bro, can you send me a beat pack and I'm waiting, and I just want to get in the studio.
It becomes a bit more kind of an organic
kind
of building process.
So this is very organic. Very organic. Honestly.
Like, I mean, finding that sort of production, I suppose, arm is always one of the most difficult things to do from anything. Finding that kind of missing ingredient that you're kind of looking for a lot of the time is the thing that kind of, I suppose, that can bring on writer's block. It's the thing that can kind of stop you.
Yeah, full well I had a problem with writer's block as well. I meant that. I never failed to mention that. Like, even now I still get it. Like, I'll still be looking at beats and I'll just listen to them and I'm just like,
just nothing happens.
I just do something else.
Yeah,
like, I will stop music. Like, I don't force it. That's the beautiful thing about Trick. I don't force it. Like, if I can't make it, I won't do it. I'll find something else to do in it.
Okay.
Simple.
Well, let's kind of talk a bit more about the future then. In regards to actual kind of releases, projects, I don't know, shows maybe, alternations of what's going on. What's on the way?
So currently I've got the Lost Tapes series going on, right? The first tape I think was 4 songs. Second tape did crazy. Volume 2 went crazy. Everyone loved it, man. Like, and I really appreciated that. I'm just trying to figure out right now if I want to do a 4th one.
Okay.
Because the 3rd one
what would stop you doing it?
Because I'm like, I put up a story the other day, like yesterday, and I was like, should I have features on it or not? And that really was a thing where it determines whether I have a 4th one, because the 3rd one was going to be a final one with just me, because the 1st one and the 2nd one had features. First one had the same feature, 2nd one had loads of different features, London and Brighton, and then the 3rd one was going to be just me. But because I've been linking up with so many London guys, and we've really been connected, because that whole scene in South London is what I've been doing. So because I've been linking up with DX, Jayang, Mono X, all these people, it's like a JO stream, shout JO, Louis Vac as well. So because of all these people, we got real good connections. It's like, should I make 4 tapes? Should I make a 3rd one with just London guys and get that attention over there, and then the 4th one be me? But really and truly, a big bit is because I can't be asked. Yeah, I keep it so real. Like the first and the second one went off so well. Where I was like, do you know what? Like I don't wanna then start boring people with the lost tapes.
No, I feel
68.
that.
You know what I mean? Volume 68. Like, do you know what I mean? Just because I can't get my head around what I want every single time. So I feel like let me just I don't know, but I've got a single coming out on the 2nd of June as well, JPNTN. That's another rapper as well from London, South London. JPNTN. We got, what else we got? We got Bodak. We got the exclusive Bodak, Barry Bodak video coming out today. Today, we've got 6 p.m. That's coming out. Shout Draco's probably working or sleeping. That's what he does best at the same time. Shows, I've got a headline show on the 24th of next month, which is, what month is that? June. No, May. What?
May now, June.
June, yeah, June, 24th of June. I always get my months mixed up.
You know what? Don't. I did the exact same thing with the festival about June and July. I did the exact same thing, and I'm in the mud with it. So I feel you.
But yeah, man. Like, let me take the shades off for this one. Yeah, I just got a lot coming up, man. I'm busy as hell. Like, and it's sick. I really appreciate everyone who's actually messaging me and been like, "Yo, Trick, like you've changed. Your sound is." You know what I mean? Like, we've always liked you, but well, like, you know, there's certain songs in my last tape that people liked and I didn't think would go off.
Okay.
Like, there's a song called Spliff, and it's one of my favorite, like their favorite songs, and I don't really like it, to be honest. Like, it's cold, but I made it 4 years ago.
That's always the way, though.
Yeah, it is.
It is always
Everyone's been telling me that. Oh, bro, it's always the fact that when you make a song, the song that you like doesn't get pushed as much as the one that you don't like.
It's always the case, man. It's always the case. Well, there we go. I've got to say, it's been great to get you in. It's been great to kind of get a bit of a feel for what you're up to. Feel
stuff's
for what's
changed,
on the way.
man. I'm busy as hell.
It looks like it. You can feel that kind of energy
50 grand for a feature now.
Tell you what, go to the format at the top of the road. They'll stamp the check, and then we'll go on from there.
God damn, that's that format check, baby.
There'll be a little sticker on there that says format coffee, and then that'll be the top corner.
Wow, the copy. 50 grand, but I got a copy instead.
Right, we're going to get into one more track to kind of round things off, and this is one of the other ones you sent over specifically for this morning. It goes by the name Can't Even.
Oh, heavyweight.
Now, talk to me about this one. I've got a funny feeling there's a story behind it, so let's go.
Yeah, so I had to rap it because I forgot it. Do you know, I make so much music, it's crazy. Like, I actually forget. I have to, when I hear it, when you say a song, like the name of my song, I'm like, yeah, let me rap it quickly. I mean, Tricky Been to Fly. I don't know, man. Like, it reminds me of my song Wait.
Okay.
I just got in the mood and I felt like, yeah, I'm that guy in it. Like, that's how as a rapper in Brighton, anywhere, that's how you should think. You know, you are the best rapper, innit? Like, simple. Like, that's how I respect it. When someone says, I think I'm the best, I'm the coldest, I'll do the best. Yeah, bro, that's you.
Yeah.
Like, and I respect it. But I also think that.
Yeah.
So it's a competition. Let's go. Let's work together. Friendly competition, of course. Let's do this thing together. If you don't do it together, do your thing. But this is just that, man. It's just letting you know who the flyest is in Brighton.
Let's go, man.
Simple, innit?
Let's go. I've got to say, dude, it's been great to get you in. Thanks for joining us this morning. And we're going to get into this one now. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere, people. We're live on Trickstar Radio this morning.
Yeah. True tricky.
Breakfast with CubCamTV.